Hello and welcome to my first week of my sub-3 hour marathon training block. It's going to be a long one, it's 6 months long, but in that time I'm also going to be doing a few races along the way. Starting with 2 weeks actually. I've got a 10k in Maidstone where I'd love to get sub 40. I don't think I'm there at the moment, but my PB is about 42 minutes. I'm going to aim to get under that. So in this video, I'm just going to have a quick chat through what my training week looks like and what my goals are for the marathon beyond just the sub 3. So starting off with, I do 6 runs a week, and I know I'm very lucky to be able to do that. And the reason is because I work for myself. Most of my work is from home. I can get up, have breakfast, do a bit of work, and then pop out on my run when I'm ready, which is really good. It allows me to not have to fit it in around going into an office. Those 6 days, got 3 easy runs, 2 sessions, 1 tempo, 1 interval, and then a long run at the weekend. And that long run every other week has some sort of speed put into it as well. And running 6 days a week just allows me to up my mileage quite safely, because it's not all going into 1 or 2 runs. You know, I can spread it across and just do a kilometre more on a couple of runs a week. In terms of mileage or kilometerage, in my last training block I got up to about 50 kilometres in a week, so that's my starting point for this training block. So this week's a 50 kilometre, and then my peak week is going to be 99 kilometres, which is scary at the moment, but you know, it's a 6 month block, so that's 5 months away. It's a long time to build up double my mileage. As well as the 6 runs, I also do a yoga session, I do a stretch and stability session, and I do 3 home workouts as well. I just have dumbbells, a step and some bands. And all my training is actually through Runna as well, because I like things to be simple. I don't have to be thinking about it too much. You know, I don't have to chop and change what I'm doing. I just stick to the plan. Speaking of that, currently, after putting in my current 5k time of 19:31 and my Brighton half marathon time, which was 5-6 weeks ago, of 1:29:08, it thinks I can run the Yorkshire Marathon in about 2 hours and 52 minutes. To do that, that's 4 minutes a kilometre. That's doing just over 8 20-minute 5Ks, which for me is absolutely terrifying. But looking at the paces in the plan, for example, yesterday I did an interval session. Now that's 5 lots of a kilometre at 4 minutes a kilometre, and compared to my recent 5k, which averaged about 3:51 a kilometre, wasn't easy, but it's manageable. And I'm thinking, if I can keep that up and build up that endurance over 6 months, that actually feels achievable now. What that also means is I've got my big, massive, long-term goal of getting a good for age marathon time, which is going to make it easier to run the marathon majors. It's something I had as a goal for a long time, and then after London in 2023 I sort of gave up on it because I had a terrible experience in London. But now I think I'm back on it again, and I'll be 40 when I run the Yorkshire Marathon. So currently the good for age time for London, I believe, is about 2:59, so that puts me well under. So for the next couple of weeks I'm just going to take you along on my training, and you can see how I'm getting on, how my ankle's recovering, the sort of paces I managed to get to before we have the Maidstone River Run 10k. After that, in June, I'm doing the Southend half marathon. My friend Sophie, where I'm going to try and pace her to her PB. And then we've got my hometown Cliffwood's 5 miler in July. After that, it's time to lock in and focus on the marathon. I might do a few events between, but I haven't found any that really fit the bill for me yet. So we'll see. If you want to follow on my journey and see if I can actually hit that sub 3 hour, make sure you subscribe and come back next week.